Julia. I've been in tarot world for 10 plus years. Today, I am here to show you how to actually stop feeling like a failure in any moment in your life. Because guess what? If we are feeling like a failure, guess what's happening? We are on the periphery of our creation. We can never be a true magician, a true manifester of our lives because we keep really focusing on the next desire to come. I know so many here who keep attaining results and then they keep moving forward again. It becomes like a vicious cycle. It's very overwhelming and it's tough. But at the same time, there are many who don't attain results. They don't have results, and then this defines them. Is it sounding familiar to you? So in this case, I would love to open up for you the hidden codes which I derived from tarot. This is a deep esoteric tool to show you what can be done so that we would finally just stop feeling that kind of like lack of value within us, lack of confidence, and to start truly moving in the direction of that fierce serenity, that power which is within us. So let's get started. All right. By the way, if you really love these message, you can subscribe to my channel. I go live here every day for you so that you would not miss it out. Now, the very important step to stop feeling like a failure is to start understanding that whenever we are on the periphery of the circle, we don't see. We must go inside in the center. You see, this is the card of utter completion. And you know, the frequency for this card is one of the highest ones. It is appreciation, being grateful for what you are as a definition for it. She is not running in this circle on the periphery of it. You know, when you are running, being defined by the previous results. This is like the cause and effect circle. She's outside of that circle. She is in the center. She is not defined by her previous failures. She is as she is. Do you see what I am saying? So there is this circle which is shrinking our possibilities to manifest and create anything in this life, in case if we are running on the periphery of that circle, and it is really overwhelming. It is really like a trap, because here we were educated in the following way. Hey, keep moving forward, keep achieving. You have to keep perform, okay? And if you have that lack of performance, guess what's happening next? You feel like you are a failure. If you understand it, the real true cause, why you feel like a failure, why you feel that you are moving slow, you will see, oh, this is the thing which I think defines me. It's the comparison thing, and it's that wiring which we all received in our schools saying to us, you are valuable because you perform. You see? So you are valuable because you perform, that's it. If you have that definitive understanding in here as part of that mental construct, in this case, you want it or not, but you will be on the periphery of the circle and never in the center. Forget in this case about any kind of that serenity within, because right now you are in that matrix, okay? You think here, not you, not true you, not your spirit, but this. It was educated. You remember in schools, we were having different marks. The best students who have the best marks, we were educated for that for many years, day in, day out. It's not your fault, actually. You were wired that way. Your brains were wired that way. And then we think that now we are valuable because we perform. Look at the children. Up to 7 years, do you think they actually care about that performance? They are joyful because they are. Look at those children and just don't trust Yulia. Just let's look at the children who are up to 7 years. They're just so feeling amazingly well about who they are. And that's what is the missing link. We really want to look at it from that perspective, because if we continue thinking that we are valuable because we perform, there are no ways out of that vicious cycle of performance. By the way, if you love this reading, this whole message, subscribe to the channel. I go live every day, and you also can put me messaging which are the topics you want me to talk about. I'm here for you guys. All right, so let's continue about that topic of self-value. Actually, she's valuable by definition. Now she's in that serenity. Right? She's in the center. Nothing here disturbs her. No ups and downs. You may probably think, well, Yulia, it's so easy to say if you are that successful. I am saying to you, success is not defining me, because I had lots of failures and had successes. I know the ephemeral nature of the success and failure. All right? So that is the ephemeral nature of it. Please understand it. You don't want to be defined by it. Many here who are coming to me, they start building their service-oriented businesses, and they think they should start from social media. But social media as well, having that impact on ours, like, hey, I am defined by the amount of likes I receive, or I am defined by the amount of views. No, you're not defined by anything. You are good to go here because you just freaking serve this world, okay? And you will go absolutely everywhere, no matter where you are, to serve your mission here. You can start seeing who you are only once you get to that inner concentrated peace and stop being driven by that one single mental construct, which is I am defined by my results. If you just are capable to see it now, you do not need to really do anything about this. I am bringing it to your awareness at this moment, that when you just see that you are defined by these results, it's actually bringing you to the periphery of the tornado. Then in this case, you will see, no matter how much I attain here, it will not always be enough. It will never be enough. You will always feel on some level there is missing part in you. And this brings so much charge in your reality, that in fact, what is happening, it brings that pressure, okay? Now, in order to really perform in this world, you want to actually have that solid foundation become the center of your world. Hi guys, really nice to see you. You want to really become the center of your world. Only in this case you can define your world here. Do you see? If you keep running on the periphery, everyone can lure you. You just know, like a fish, giving you something and just like, hey, it's just that immediate release. But it's a never-stopping cycle. And I want you guys to see why it's happening. It is not your fault. This is happening with all of us here. You want to understand that our brains here were wired for years through our whole education system to think that we are only valuable, we are best students when we get great marks. Do you see? In this case, what's happening truly, we start thinking, oh, I am valuable because I perform. If I am not performing, then I'm not valuable. Then we start comparing. Oh, that student in life, he has more results, more dollars in his account. Oh, she has kids. I don't have kids. Oh, she has really that amazing husband. I don't have. That's why I am broken and not valuable. Do you see what I am talking about? If you are already there, and we all are, this is something to just to bring to understanding that that thing, this called brain, is wired to think that way, because for years, 10, 15 years of our life, we were continuously living in that illusion. Now, I want to ask you a question here. Look at the children. Are they, up to a certain age, let's say 5, 7 years of age, are they thinking they are not valuable because someone performs better? Do you see where the crack starts? So please understand it. At this moment, you don't need to do anything about this, but I want you to just see where the crack happens. And that's not your fault. That was just the wiring which we want to bring to our awareness and to start seeing that situation correctly, knowing that you can get from the periphery to the center. And that's the power of, by the way, tarot tool. You stop using it just for predictions, just like when your life was predefined, you start using it for that guidance and extracting deep esoteric meanings from this powerful tool. There are no limits to how much you can extract from this tool and start guiding you in the direction of where you want to go. Okay? Very important. So one thing which is for sure happening here, if you are not in the center, I would say you do not have right even to do tarot readings for people. Why? Because you are not in the center. You are looking into someone else from your own small circle, and you can do mistakes being into that small circle if you are looking at that person's theme from the pressure of your lens. Okay, that's why it's very important, even if you use that tool, the tarot, it can be a powerful tool if you get to the center and you use it for yourself. I barely know any tarot reader who is really centered. Everyone is in their soup, really. But if it happens, it's tremendously beautiful what that person can guide you with. But just know that just having the tarot reading or any kind of reading from a person who is in their soup, who is running in their periphery of issues, it's extremely dangerous, I would say, because you see and hear nonsense from them. Many people come to me and they say, Yulia, I cannot really use these cards, the tarot cards, because I get even more confused. And I say, of course you get more confused because you are running on the periphery of this circle. It's obvious. First, you want to just get to that center, and only from that center you start seeing how to guide yourself. You become your own guru with the cards, all right? Imagine you actually guide yourself through the way. These are the enormous, limitless possibilities. It's another realm which you can step into. You start feeling your foundation, no matter how disconnected you were. Of course, you are disconnected from everything if you are running on the periphery. On the periphery of this circle, you will always be disconnected. Okay? And that disconnectedness, guess what it is doing? It is really crushing your solar plexus. If your solar plexus is crushed, no matter how hard you try here, you actually cannot attain anything. It will be very hard process. I know so many, they are successful guys actually, and women are usually really struggling with attaining knowledge and business to build their really soul-aligned things. And I'm helping those women in that direction. Guys, they are also in the same realm. They are building businesses, but then what's happening? They end up asking Yulia, I really don't know what to do next. I am lost. I built this, but I don't know where to go. It's useless. It's meaningless. Of course it is meaningless because you are here. If you are here, it will always be meaningless because no matter how much you attain here, it will never be enough. Does it ring the bell? If you go to that deep understanding, what is standing behind it, that your filtering system here, I am valuable only when I perform, and you are doing certain action steps to release it from you, understanding the nonsense of it, then you can really truly connect to who you are, because you naturally relax in your essence. You go to the center, you start having that foundation. Wait, this cause and effect does not define me anymore. I am not defined by my failures anymore. I am defined to how I cure myself in hell. Then you can stand up from your knees at any moment. If you are defined by your failures, okay, you cannot attain really access to that intuitive leadership within you from your spirit, from your higher self. Because that higher self does not have access to you. It can have access to you only if you are in that willingness to attain the center. And if you're listening to me and you get that one idea, I tell you, your life will start getting better. That one idea, bring to your awareness. This thing actually thinks, this one, that I am defined, my value is defined by my performance here, by my results. And this is the utter lie. And this is not about me. This is just something what I was wired for many years here, learning, getting good marks, only when I am delivering good results. No wonder this thing starts being convinced in that. When the child is born, when it is pooping around, it's not saying, oh, I pooped around, now I'm not valuable. No. The child is just happy, even if it is pooping all around. All right? I want you to see that. And everyone is so mesmerized, right? You want to have that childlike approach to you. You know, no matter what was happening, you want to preserve that childlike approach in you. That's what will allow you to step into the center of your sacredness and your being. And if you are willing to move there, guess what's happening? You will start seeing who you truly are. I know some work will be required for there, but what matters is to bring these to your awareness. That's my utter goal for now in this message, and also to help you to understand that you can go there. I was suicidal for the first half of my life. I could not connect the dots. I could not understand why this all is in here. It's nonsense. But once I realized that I need to move from the periphery to the center, guess what happened? I realized that that sense is happening once you get truly connected to your higher self, to your spirit. You do not need to prove yourself you are valuable. You are by definition. You forgive yourself for this to continuously scream, you are not valuable because you work somewhere as a shop assistant or whatever, because I was not born to be that way, and now I am there, what others are saying about me, I am so ashamed by what I am doing. No. This thing is just speaking that way because it is wired in its prison. You are valuable just by who you are. Even if it does not feel that way, it's okay. You were wired to feel it that way through your vagus nerve connection, because that thing continuously was saying it to it. But you have a willpower, and we will be working on it. If you are up to it, subscribe to my channel. I am going live every day, and if you really loved that topic, give me thumbs up. I am here to help you through the process to attain that value in you.